Good evening and welcome to my last video for the Lbeads items that they kindly sent me for me to review. So today's video I'm going to show you what I've done with the wax seal stamp and the beaded items. So first of all, let's start with the wax seal stamp. So I didn't order the wax seal beads from Lbeads because I have some here of my own. So for the purpose of this, we're just going to use some Christmassy colours. If I can get them out of here. Should have got myself a bit more better organised. There we go. So I've got a few out, and as you can see, I've made some here on the side. And just for a recap, this wax seal stamp is a present. So I've made some here that I've done them with different mixes of colours, but I've also used some of my silver wax on a cotton bird, and I've highlighted the actual present to make that stand out, and I think that looks really well. So I've made a few rosettes, and I was hoping to get some of these to go on there. So let's have a go and see how I get on. I'm not sure how I will manage. I'm not very good at the wax seal stamps, and I might not get them a perfect shape. And like anything, it's always worse when you're on camera. So let's have a go. So I hope everyone is okay and everyone's staying safe. Obviously England comes out of lockdown next week, and by earlier today you should have found out what tier you're going to be going in. We're going into tier 3 here, so not much difference, although the shops are open and the pubs go down to takeaway service only. So let's just wait for this to melt. I hope everyone's okay. Is everyone finished for Christmas yet? I haven't hardly bought any presents yet. Very disorganized this year. But if you have finished and all ready and all done and all organized, then you're doing a lot better than I am. I haven't got a clue what to get most people, never mind actually go out and actually get it. So maybe other people in the same boat as me. I don't know. My Christmas decorations are going up at the beginning of the week, next week. So hopefully that will make me feel more Christmassy than I do at the moment. And then we obviously I did participate in the Advent swap, 12 days of Advent swap that Laura from Mrs. Stationery Stuff hosted. So we have that next week to look forward to. So that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to seeing what items Kim has sent me, but I'm also looking forward to seeing what other people have received from their swap partner, if people are going to show them on their channels. it's a nice idea for a swap. Hopefully this won't take too long. It looks like it's nearly done now. Just bear with me a moment while I take a sip of my drink. Has everybody got their decorations up? Or are you always later? We generally have ours up around the first week in December. If my children had had their way, they would have had them up last week. But the 1st of December's my limit. Right, so it looks like that's melted. So let me just check that. So I'm just gonna make a little bit of a circle there. No, I didn't do enough. I did. Let's add some more colours into that. Well, that sits there. So I need 4 for the ones I'm doing here to stick to the rosettes. So let me just wipe that off there. Obviously, be very careful when using this because it is, your spoon gets very hot. Obviously, because of the heat. So we don't want anyone to burn themselves. So just be careful. Sorry, I went a bit quiet then. I was watching on this. So there we go. Look, that's that one finished. That's a really lovely one, that one is. So I'll do this one, and then I'll do the rest later. Otherwise we could be here a while. I'll show you how I've highlighted the actual present on the ones I've already done. And I will either use those as embellishments on their own, or I'll make some more rosettes, or just add them to cards. I mean, these are great to have for actually sealing your Christmas card envelope. So that'll be fun this year, being able to do that. So let me just do this last one. I'll just tip that out so I don't want to waste it. So I'm just going to clean this. Obviously, when cleaning it, just again be very careful because it does get very hot, but you are better off doing it while it's still liquid because it sets extremely quickly. If it does set and you haven't marked it off and you haven't wiped it off, if you just put it over the flame again, it will remelt itself. And then you should be able to wipe it off there and clean it. There we go. I'm just going to put that out of the way over there. So I have cleaned that. So that one isn't quite as good as the other one, but it's still fine. It's just gone a bit funny on the outsides. So what I've done with these ones is I've highlighted the present in silver. I'll just get my silver ink, and all I've done is I've just dabbed it up and down like that with a cotton bud, I mean, if you had any luster dust or anything like that, I don't have anything like that. So I'm having to work with what I've already got. But it really, really highlights the actual item of the present. So it just makes it stand out compared to that. So I think they look much nicer with the ink on. So let me do this one. And then I will just stick them to the rosettes. So there we go, look. So it really makes the pattern on your stamp stand out. So that's those ones. So let me just put that aside. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you was my beaded items. Just bear with me. So if you remember, I received 3 different types of beads. I've got these beads, these lovely white ones, and these iridescent 8mm ones. So I've got 3 different types of beads. And then I've got a few charms, which, I'm going to open these packets. So we've got some star charms, are very small. And we've also got some shooting stars with a rainbow tail, or a meteor as they say on there. Can you see that? So they're the charms I got. And then I got some of these eye pins, which are, if I remember rightly, they're 25mm. They're 30mm. But they are stainless steel. Open them. So if you were, although they're a little bit smaller, they're a bit too small for a stick pin, they do actually fit in the glues. And they're, I mean, the pin that you get with the art glitter metal tip is the size of a dressmaker's pin, and these are the same size. So if you wanted to, you could actually use them as for a dangle. You wouldn't be able, they're not long enough to make a stick pin with, but they're long enough if you wanted to for a dangle. And being this stainless steel, they're not going to go rusty or change anything in your glue. I also got these 16mm jump rings. I can open them. So we always got these are quite big and quite strong. And then I got some of these kidney earring findings. Now I haven't used these as earring findings, and they're in copper. I didn't realise they were in copper, but never mind. So what I've done is, if I show you, these are 3 resin pieces that my daughter made for me. She's just got into using UV resin, and she's got some keyring molds. So she's been making these key rings. These ones she's given to me. But any of the jump rings that I had were just too small, because these are, I mean, they're over 5 mil. They're about 6 mil deep. I mean, that one's got a butterfly and my initial in. That one, we've got Harry Potter, is that? No, it's Luna. And then Dobby there. So we've got a few there that she's been making for me. But these big jump rings are perfect, because they go through the resins that my daughter's been making for me. And there's plenty of room. They're not struggling. And that means I will, when I decide what I want to do with them, be able to make a dangle or a key ring using these jump rings and these resins that my daughter has made. So if you are doing anything like resins or anything that's slightly deeper, these bigger jump rings would be ideal. So let me just put those ones down there. And then I've made 2 different dangles. I hadn't realised they were copper, and that's my mistake for not reading it properly. And I didn't want them to be copper. So what I've done is I've just took my alcohol markers and I've just coloured in the earring findings there. But as I say, I won't be using them as earrings. I'm actually using them like you would a ball pin. So I've made this dangle, and all I've done with this one is the 3 different beads that I chose, that I received. I've actually used on the eye pins and just linked them all together, and then just used the Meteor at the end. So I thought that makes, I didn't want anything too chunky, because the charms themselves are very, very dainty, and I didn't want to anything else to overwhelm the actual charm, so that the charm was lost in whatever I'd made. So that's quite a nice one, very simple. As I say, I'm just beginning in beading, really, and so I'm not very experienced, but I do enjoy it. And then this one, keep my mat still, I've just done a 2 strand one, and I've just joined up. I have used a couple of beads from my own stash in the colours of the meteors there, and I've used 3 of the stars on this one, and again I've coloured in the earring finding to take away the copper and to match with the different charms that are there. So I'm really pleased with that. Let me just move my hands out the way, and if I put them there, no, that's not going to stick today, is it? Stick in there. I'll just put my pins in so that you can see it better. Hopefully you'll be able to see the charm better then. Pick this one up and put that in there. So that's it for this video. I would like to say thank you to Lbeads for all the items that they kindly sent to me and allowed me to choose and review on their behalf. I've had great fun using everything. There is a discount code which I will link in the description box down below, so that if you wanted to go and purchase any of these items, then you're going to get some money off. So that's it for me for today. So I'm going to say goodbye. Stay safe, everybody, and keep warm, because it's definitely getting colder out there. So bye for now, until my next video. Bye.